What's up guys, welcome to Poland's Garage. So in today's video we're gonna once again be working on the SL. As you can see right here, we're gonna show you how to replace the valve cover gaskets on both sides, which is actually much easier than you might think. Alright guys, so first thing first, you obviously want to open the hood. The best way to do it is to open it all the way as we did, because obviously your hood has two stages of opening. Once you get it open like this, you have so much space to work with. First thing first, you're gonna remove your air ducts, which is one here and one here. They just connect right there, they pop out super easy. Second thing is this plastic cover. Just pop it off. It's just held by clips. You can set this to the side as well. Now you want to open your airbags, which all you do is just lift up those clips. As you can see, probably on yours is going to be the same way. When some of those are already unclip from vibrations and from age, they might unclip. But all you have to do is just go around the whole car, the whole engine bay, of each side, and pop those all open. Now, if you want to move the go to the other side. Here we have three more on this side. Just pop those bad boys off. Remove the PVC valve, I think it's called. Is this what it's called? Yeah, so this thing is a little bit...
Emissions hose.
The emission hose. So lift it up.
Some of my, on that side the clips are broken, so yours won't do that like what mine's doing.
Oh, because yours is lifting up the entire...
This section will stay down.
Alright, and now once we have this cover off, Jesus Christ. There you go. You can see this is your emission hose, whatever you want to call this. Set this to the side. Next thing, remove the... Also, yours might look a little bit different. This is the caged one. Yours air cleaner is going to look a little bit different, but the idea of removing it is going to be the same. Because if you have like a late 93, early 94 or newer, you're going to be missing the caged. But next thing first, take off the filter, set it to the side. Second filter, set it to the side as well. Pop this off. So as you can see right here, it doesn't matter what year you have, you will have those holders right here that you want to loosen it up. You just use a big socket and loosen it up. They always crack, so most likely even when this is not cracked, you're going to try to take it off, it's going to crack off. It mounts right here on the valve cover. There really isn't much you can do about it because it's a part of the valve cover that just over years disintegrates right here. You set this one to the side, you go to the other side, and lift this up again, and once again it's the same story. So as you can see on this one, it's completely missing, and it broke off. It probably flew off somewhere on the freeway or on the road, and it's completely missing. That's why it's loose. But as I said, doesn't matter what year you have, you will have those annoying clips on your valve covers. Alright guys, so next step, if you want to come with the camera over here, Justin, I'm going to show you. On both sides, you have those screws right here that covers your coils. They're just those those big plastic screws that you can just use a flathead or most likely a Phillips like this. They're not tight because they're plastic, so they come right out. So two on each side, and all you do is just pop this off, and this gives you an access to your coils. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Once again, those two exactly same screws. And all you do is pop it off. You do have the this line in the way, the pressure line, I believe it is. Vacuum line. There you go, vacuum line. But all you do is just lift it up a little bit, and you can slide it all out. Once you're at it, you also want to remove those front covers right here and right here. There's no screws holding it. All you have from each side, there's a little clip that you pop off. It's this clip right here. So it's a little nipple clip right there, and it goes right here. So all you do, you just lift up on the plastic and pop it off. On each side is exactly the same. There's no magic to it. I did it multiple times. I never cracked it, so I think you will be fine. You're not gonna crack it. And now we can get into the technical stuff. Alright guys, so the next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna remove the bolts on the valve covers. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of bolts that you can actually see. But there's a trick to it. There's one more bolt hiding right here under the cables. So you're gonna move this up so you can take off this bolt, and let's show it to you on the other side. There's also one more bolt right here. So behind both sides of the cables, there's bolts hiding. Once you do this, what we did, we put numbers onto our coils. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we put it back together, we know it's starting from the front is 1, 2, 3, 4. We did the same thing on the other side. Next thing, it's pretty easy. All you have to really do is just pop those coils out. It's not really a hard job. You can pop those off, move those bad boys to the side like this. Obviously to the other side as well. Once again, all you do is just pop those off like this. They're coming both from two different sides, so this is not gonna get messed up. You want to undo this little line right here. I'm gonna show it to you right now. It's this line. You have to be very gentle because this one cracked off. So it's this line right here, and that comes out to the valve cover. And next thing, we use a little mallet hammer to just tap it gently on the valve cover. So gently just tap it off to loosen up the old gasket. And we use this big screwdriver. You want to use like a pry bar. Basically for us, the best was to put it under this gasket right here and lift it up, just like this. So you can lift up this whole valve cover, and it was the same thing right here on the same corner, because you can get a grip onto the block right, or onto the head right there. And you can just lift it up. Alright guys, so as you saw, we got the valve covers removed. If you just want to show it over here. So basically at this point, what we had to do, the hardest part is it's kinda annoying to get it by yourself, so you probably want someone to help you with it, because you need someone to be lifting up the cables and then the other person to pull off the valve cover itself. But as you can see right now, it's clean. We got those gaskets for some reason stuck on this side, so we're gonna have to like pull them a little bit stronger with something. But if you want to show the other side, on the other side, the gaskets that go around the spark plug holes, they actually came out, all four of them came out with the valve cover. So I don't know why there's difference in temperatures or something like this, maybe. But this is the side that is really hard. If you're doing it yourself, just help yourself and take off those two hoses right here. Unscrew those because this is in the way. We got away with it because Justin was pulling on those up a little bit, and I gently slide it out. But this is the perfect time. Basically, we're gonna be repainting the valve covers. You don't have to do it, but it's a perfect time to clean it up at least. Because if you want to show it, look how this is the back of the engine. Look how dirty they are and how much grease they have on it, and like old oil and debris. So this is a great time to clean those off. We're gonna repaint them so they're all nice and shiny again.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna not tell them what color.
I mean, they're gonna be seeing this video.
I know they're gonna see it in the video, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little bit surprised. So the color that these are being painted is the same color that the whole car is gonna be painted.
And just to give you a raw idea, because obviously if you're not painting, you're just cleaning it off, you might need the gaskets. Don't know why they came in two different boxes, but this is an OEM genuine Mercedes part, as you can see. And you have two gaskets. The gaskets are almost identical, but they do have different part numbers. So this is the one side, which is 119 0 10 14 30. Let's focus, okay. And this is the other one, which basically the only thing that is different in this one is the 13. Instead of 14 on the other one, you have 13 on this one.
So what I'm assuming is it's just like a left and right side. There might be one tiny little difference.
Maybe. I'm trying to
But
find it, but
we'll let you know what box it came from, so you know.
so which part
one
number
is
goes where, basically.
Which side
You're gonna,
it actually does matter.
so we're gonna remove the gaskets and just compare it, basically. And see you on the next shot. Alright guys, so it was the second day. As you can see, the valve covers are all cleaned up. Justin took them to work and get them all cleaned up in the, what is this thing called?
It's just a parts washer.
The parts washer, yeah, so there's no grease, nothing on it. We scuffed them up really nicely so the paint's bond to it. And we let the spray paint, we're obviously using spray paints because it's Poland garage. We let it sit in the sun so it's all nice and shaked up. And we're gonna get into work right now and hopefully they come out nice. Alright guys, so this is like, what is it, like 5 days later, 4 days later right now than from the last clip that you saw. So it turns out those gaskets that we mentioned to you guys, those parts number, they're the wrong parts number. So this whole hassle, those parts numbers that are on here are not matching to the engine. The ones that were in the boxes were completely different gaskets too, because technically one of them was right, the other one was exactly the same, even though there's two different gaskets. One is shorter and one is longer. So completely forget it, scrap this, what we told you earlier. So the actual part number for the valve covers is 119. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. 119. I will just mention it, I will say later. I will like write on the screen. But it's 119 016 08 21.
And this is for the side with the oil cap.
So this is for the side of the oil cap, which is the right side of the engine. Or yeah, just the oil cap side.
The
'cause,
passenger side.
Yeah,
of
the passenger side. Okay. So this is it, and the other one, the driver's side or the left side of the engine of the car, it's exactly the same part number, just varies. This is 08, and the on the other one's 07. This is all that matters. So once again, 119 016 08 21, and the other one is 119 016 07 21. So that's the part numbers that you actually need that Mercedes for some reason doesn't know. Their parts number don't even match with the original gaskets that we took out, but this is supposedly the new parts number that they changed the parts numbers.
So the guy that was talking to us, the parts guy, he said over the years they changed the numbers. Why? It seems more of a hassle, but Mercedes can be Mercedes.
Also, what we probably should mention, because we already showed you, but forgot to mention the color, we did repaint the valve covers. As you guys can see, they're this sort of Nardo gray, a little bit darker Nardo gray looking color. All we did to do this is the one can for both valve covers. This is the gloss dark gray. It's 334031 from Rust-Oleum. It's nothing too fancy, it's just a regular paint. It's for wood, metal, plastic, and more supposedly, so hopefully it holds up. But as you can see, hopefully you can see in the light, it's very shiny. We did add a can of automotive clear coat by like an engine automotive clear coat.
Yeah, so it's just a high temp, just so I don't think these valve covers are gonna get hot enough for where the paint would bubble, but just in case. But this is the color that I'm thinking about doing the whole car. So the whole car would be like a Nardo gray with a burgundy soft top, and then red seats with a red center console, and then everything else in the interior would be black. So kind of like a resto mod kind of thing.
Basically like sort of the style that you can get like in new SLs. I know they're not Nardo gray obviously, but they're like this dark satin gray, way darker than this, but it's like deeper satin gray with the red and black interior. So this would be basically like this darkish Nardo gray, like this, maybe even a little bit darker than this, the valve covers, with the red top basically and the red seats and everything else black in the inside. So it's kind of like, not really a resto mode, but sort of, I guess you can call it a resto mode, just to make it look more modern but still classy, I guess. Alright, let's get back to work. So basically we got those valve covers fit in there. You probably want someone with you because you might scratch them up, especially if you repainted them. Justin wouldn't be beeping with his little torque wrench. Alright. So basically you want to say how much do you tie those on?
To anywhere between 9 Newton meters and 10. We're doing 10 because on the Mercedes-Benz forums it says 10. I saw a couple videos that said 9. It's one off. I don't think it's going to really hurt. If you want to do 9, do 9, but we're doing 10.
Yes, so as you can see, we don't really make time lapse of it because this is basically putting them back on is like taking them off. It's the reverse of taking them off. But we just put all of those bolts in, you tie those in a crisscross pattern, that's what it's called?
Yeah, crisscross.
Crisscross pattern.
Well, well, kind of. You start from the middle and work your way out, but you want to go across.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we finished putting everything back together. Once you bolt and torque those valve covers on, it's pretty easy because it's just like plastic pieces, clips going in, and that's basically all it is. As you can see, if you just want to show the engine bay, you can't even really see much of the Nardo gray. It gives us like this nice look, like if you know, you know. But realistically, it's so much. Basically, it's very similar to the original silver that you would have. That it doesn't really matter as much. But like, once the car is Nardo gray, it might look actually really
That
good.
and also, I'm gonna shine up all the plastic so it looks a little bit nicer. But that looks a lot cleaner than what it did.
Well, of course, that looks a lot clearer than what it was originally. But it's probably. If you just do it, basically, if you take everything apart, like if you had to replace the gaskets and everything, it's worth it. Like, sure, repaint it whatever color you want, but I wouldn't really suggest doing it if you just want to, let's say, paint them red, because it's not really gonna change much either way. But on a scale from 1 to 10, how hard do you think it was? Not that hard, right? Yeah, probably like 4.
10's the worst, 4, maybe 5. Just because there's a couple stubborn bolts. And
that is true. There's a couple
also,
spots
there's a
there.
lot of stuff that's gonna break on the old hoses and stuff like that. So.
That's true. We had 2 extra hoses that broke off for us, and we got them from. Thankfully, we got them from Mercedes. That's why it took so much longer. But after how long we started? It's Wednesday right now. Is it? Yeah, it's Wednesday,
Wednesday.
and we started what?
The
Saturday.
weekend, right?
Yeah, somewhere around the weekend. So it took us like 5 days or something like this.
And that's only because of the parts.
That's because of the parts. That's
I
true.
mean, if I had everything the first time, it would have been done the first time.
Realistically, if you have some sort of mechanical knowledge and you have the parts right here and here have all the tools, you can probably knock it. And you're not painting the valve covers, you can probably knock it down like 3.5-4 hours. That's basically it. It's not a hard job at all. You just have to have some sort of knowledge, and you might want to use someone to help you because some wires are kind of like you have to lift them up to put the valve covers back on. It's kind of hassle, but besides that, as he says, probably like a 4 out of 10. So it's pretty easy to do. About 4 hours of working by yourself, and I think this is going to be it for this video. Is there anything else you want to mention? Or?
No, we're just gonna go drive it around the block a little bit, make sure no leaks, and that's about it.
Yeah. Alright guys, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, leave a comment down below if this was helpful or not, and stay tuned and see you next time.